Locked up.
They won't let me out.
Locked up.
So I broke us out.
Okay.
Ooh.
Hey, yo.
Yo.
Bing bong.
Hey, welcome to the End of the Madness podcast.
That's
Yo,
what it is.
Let's
y'all.
go. I got my
here.
guys, the gang with me here
Okay.
today. All the way over here. He's got the most disgusting jersey on I've ever seen. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just
Starting off the
messing
hate
with you.
early.
How you doing? We got young Jason.
Chilling, man. What's
In
good
the
with y'all,
building.
boys? Good with y'all?
Yes, sir. Then we got the Madman, the
He's angry. Yes,
Madman.
Family.
Man.
Salute.
Hey, if you haven't heard Still Chopping, my boy dropped
Yes,
a
sir.
song. Go
All
ahead
play
and
that
listen
every
to
day.
that. Yes, sir.
All
In the whip,
platforms.
too.
The
Go check it
Madman
out.
Chops.
Yes, sir.
And then we got Flex, fresh back from Puerto Rico.
From the motherland.
Good one.
Hey.
We're back and we're
Hey.
older.
Yes, sir. And yes, his birthday just passed. Let's all wish him a happy birthday in the
Thank
comments.
you.
Big
25.
2-5. Big 2-5.
Yeah, a fourth of a century.
It's your Sherman year.
That's
Jeez,
crazy.
yeah.
It's like, nah, that's nice.
Yeah, we're at-
Especially as a 49ers fan.
That's true, that's true.
Like country.
Hey, bro. Speaking of football, I think that's actually a great way to segment us into our first topic of today.
Dun, dun, dun. This motherfucker.
And I know.
Let the hate start
Might
from
make
this
some people
motherfucker,
mad,
dude.
yeah.
I'm not hating, man. Look. Last night, me and my friend Madman, we were having a debate about different sports and what it takes, the skill set it takes to play different sports, and whether maybe one might be more difficult than the other. And we got into a debate whether it's, and Flex, I don't even think you've heard this yet, whether it takes more skill to play football or basketball. I don't know who wants to start us off with that.
The topic was more intricate than that last night, but for the podcast, we're gonna shorten it to that. But like,
But he was
Let's
pretty-
hear your
I'm gonna
case.
just be the first to say it on my stance of it, that I feel like you can't sit here and try to say that football would take less skill or anything like that, because bro, you got, especially if you haven't played it, if you don't know what you're talking about, bro, it's like every position is a different aspect on that field, and every position has a different skill within that aspect type shit. It's like, yeah, you may be able to like do it, but can you do it well? Anybody can cook, but can you actually cook a good meal type shit? Anybody can fucking dance, but can you look good while dancing? And it's like, my nigga, it takes skill to do it. So
I
it's
definitely
like,
feel you.
what you
Look. Especially before you, because you've already heard all my points on it. I want to hear what you think, Flex.
I mean, I think the big thing about football and basketball is like what Chop was saying is like football, there's so many different positions. So it's like, and then I think also basketball is more skill based just in general. Like basketball is a skill sport. So like, while football, it's like skill and like athleticism. Although like basketball, you do have to be athletic, but it's not like football where it's like to be a cornerback, you have to be like super fast. Like you have to be super athletic, and you have to know how to run backwards and shit.
be
like
agile and some more.
Yeah.
Footwork is crazy.
And then but being on the D line, like you gotta know how to use your weight,
size.
and
Place
You
your
still
hand
gotta be
placement.
quick. You gotta be quick with your hands, quick
off
with your
your
feet
feet,
on the
yeah.
line too.
and then like it's almost like comparing like because like basketball is almost like a ballet in a sense where it's like it's learning how to do like certain moves and
That
like
fragile shit.
yeah, like so it's like it's an interesting like question because it's like
Right, and I brought up that point as well because the fact that it's a skill based sport, I think, answers the question right there. Which
Yeah, I
takes
think-
more skill.
Plus, basketball, you have to play offense and defense. Football, it's
football you do one thing
that one
and
position,
then y'all
and-
stay on the sideline for like a good
Bro,
Yeah.
we
Chilling.
were talking about that. How
Yeah,
many?
look, I can
breaks
see it
they
on
get,
cover your
like-
face, bro. You said, fuck y'all niggas. I don't know.
I'm not saying it's not like I
It's definitely a skill based. Like you still have to have skill to play it. But then the argument got into, or the debate got into.
the argument.
He said the argument.
Yeah, the debate got into whether a football player could translate the skill easier versus a basketball player
that's what I-
translate the skill.
That's what I was thinking. Like in that sense, like if you get this dude that's just a really athletic person that can run fast and jump high, like I would argue that it's probably easier to get him to be a good football player than it is to get him to be a
and
good basketball
that
player.
was my point.
That's where
that was my point right there. Like
Like-
it's And so he was saying that I was saying that if we, because you played basketball, you know, and you played football, and you are obviously better at football.
But that's because I actually put the time in to get better at football.
I
and so my argument last
So
night,
when we was playing, you wasn't.
like, I know I wasn't training. I wasn't putting the extra work in on the side to get better. But like, fucking, my argument last night was, if I was to have put that effort in, then I could have easily just have got as nice, you know. And he asked me if I played, I forget how you asked me, but it was something along the lines of like, you know, what I could do. Do I think I could be as good at basketball as I am football with the same amount of training for both? Like, if I trained for 6 months on basketball and trained for 6 months on football, would like my progress level be the same for both? And I said yes. And he said he doesn't think
I said you're bugging.
Yeah, he don't think
You're
so.
bugging. If you think it's the same way. If I took an athletic dude and I put him in a basketball training and a football training, he's gonna do way better in the football training. He's gonna progress a lot faster in that because he's just naturally athletic, and that's like a.
You gotta teach it. You gotta
Bro,
teach
I'm
it.
trying to tell you, I've seen it, and like that's
With who? Who?
like with people like playing, like just through the years of playing, like your
Okay.
teammates and
So
shit, you see it.
So this is a perfect example. How many years did you play basketball?
Like, I mean, or like organized, at least like 3 or 4.
So in those 3 or 4 years, how much do you think you improved?
Bro, but see, it's,
That's
He
all I'm saying.
said he
That's all
wasn't
I'm
putting the
saying.
time in for it
that's what
too.
I'm
So
saying,
it's like
it was like
I think
just
even
more
if you
so
weren't putting the
played
time
just to
in, bro,
play.
like again, even if you were like doing the same thing with football, you would have gotten a lot better at football because it's just
because it's like when I was a kid, bro, I played every sport, like literally soccer, basketball, baseball, football. So it was like, I mean, like, yeah, I played it, but like I didn't really put no time in to get better. And like, especially when you're playing like little league and shit, like I didn't play, like I played organized basketball, but high school was the like, you know, when I really, that's what you really consider, because like
Right.
fucking little league and shit, I don't really
well, I
count
mean,
that because
no,
you don't really
at
do
least,
too
but
much.
you at least played 2 years of
So-
high school basketball. So
No, I only played one.
oh, well,
oh yeah,
negative.
wait, that sophomore. Yeah,
So are
yeah.
y'all saying that is basketball more like skilled sport? Is it a
No.
harder sport?
no, I'm not saying.
I think it's a straight skill.
Yeah, I'm saying which requires like
More skill.
Yeah, more skill. 'Cause
Yeah, I
he-
would say, yeah, like then, yeah, like.
All right, so Glenn, with the stuff you were talking about with Kyrie, so are you saying that you have to be more like blessed with ability to play football, or is it more so like? Because I feel like if Kyrie were to put the time in, if he put the time in hours in the day and train, you never know, he could be. So are you looking at it more like you have to be blessed with that ability to play football, like super genetic gene, like LeBron James type blessed, like?
I'm saying
Because if he were to put the time in, I mean,
this is what I'm saying. I'm saying if you were to take even somebody who wasn't athletic, right, and they were to put because of course to excel in a sport, you still have to be like skilled. You still have to be good at it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like those things. Obviously, that's why there's top athletes and
right,
stuff.
you can't
like-
just jump into it.
right. But at like just a basic skill level, like learning the skill, I think it'd be easier for
Hey, no.
anybody.
What
You're treading. You're treading.
Not anybody. Maybe I think it'd be
Yeah.
easier for an athlete to translate those skills. Because our argument was a basketball player versus a football player. Like,
Okay.
say it'd be easier for a basketball player to translate those skills over to football than it
Well,
would be for a football player to
saying it
translate.
like that, I kind of agree with that.
Well, the
one.
thing
Like,
is that's just weird because they're just such different sports. Because with football, there's
But
also
again-
skill, but like my thing is that like it's also skill, but it's also like general just being like toughness is part
Right,
of being
right.
football. Like you don't have to
It's
be tough in
contact, yeah,
basketball.
yeah.
You could get away in basketball with just being straight
I
skill.
I definitely.
You could be an unathletic dude and just be able to score really well and like.
But
just-
we're talking
just
about
be-
just the skill
Well,
aspect of it.
well, that's
Like,
what I'm saying. And then in football, like you can be as skilled as you want. Like you can be a really skilled quarterback, but if you don't like put time in the gym and like put on muscle or like or like get used to getting hit and stuff like that. Like you just can't
Like,
you cannot like last in
But
football
we're-
straight off skill. You have to be
remember,
athletic.
like it has to. It
Unless
has-
you're-
but we're
football, it
talking
has
about
to be
learning the
skills,
skill
yeah.
though, not
Like really, the only like every position you have to be skilled. Every position on the field.
I'm not saying you
the lesser-
again. I'm not
the
saying you
lesser-
don't have to be skilled. Obviously, you have to be skilled.
I would say
but that's what I'm. So like my argument what I was trying to get Deuce to realize last night was that there is more skill involved in football than what he thinks. You know, because you have to remember, like, think about those great quarterbacks, those great running backs, like, and then think about all the lesser running backs, and like look at the difference in their performance gap, and like that's because of a reason, you know. And it's like, so it takes skill. You have to have like a certain level of skill to actually.
You're
perform
talking. You're talking about. You literally just described the greatest. We're talking about actually having, like, yes, if you want to if you want to be the greatest,
see, that's
yes,
what-
you
that's
have
what
to
I
have
was saying.
skill.
Like, I
But
would
I'm saying if you want to just play the sport and be good at the sport, it's not as hard as you're making it
Anybody
seem.
can dance, but that doesn't mean it's going to
Well,
look good.
I'm saying it's easier to dance that way than it is this way.
Yeah.
If that makes sense to you.
I mean, I was just thinking that like with football, this is the thing that like if you have to put on a pedestal in terms of like basketball skill compared to like athletic ability, like how much you need, like I think you could get away with more skill and less athletic ability in basketball. But with football, like you need skill absolutely, but like it's I would say you need
If you have the athleticism.
more athletic
Yeah.
ability in football than you
That
do.
that also
Right.
depends on like the position, because like
Yeah.
you don't need to be athletic if you want to be somebody like on the line. Like for example,
I mean,
like
yeah.
my
But
team,
still.
like for my team, like Lane Johnson, you don't have to be athletic, but if you want to be like a wide receiver, like Justin Jefferson, like
Yep.
you got to be athletic for
And
that.
like a
But it
linebacker,
also
you can't
depends on
have
the
just
position.
any like you can't just have this dude that's really good at like seeing plays, playing
Yeah.
linebacker or playing safety, like just because he's has really good hands or in, like if he's not built up for that shit, then he can't like. That's why I never played football. Like I love football, but I don't think my body's built for.
So
football.
do you think that you could play football and be good?
Like if I yeah, I think I would have been pretty good. It's just that I'm not. That it's not for my body.
It's not a good question to ask
Yeah.
people, bro. Because I'm telling you, and
I could have like that's what I'm saying. I'm
So-
I'm
so-
fast and I'm long.
so
I'm like, I'll-
last night, I told him, I said, if you asked any one of us if we think we'd be good at football, we'd probably all say yes, because we think it's not, these skills aren't too hard to acquire.
And that's what I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. That's what I'm trying to get you to realize. Like, it's more involved in it than you think. It's more intricate than you
Well, I
think.
mean, I
bro.
believe
Like,
that.
It's so
I
many
believe
different
that. I do believe that.
mechanics
It's
in
not.
it.
It's. I
Just
do.
like there is in basketball, but like
I just I don't think it's just has like basketball. You need skill, like you need.
That's
to be
what I'm
skilled.
saying,
You
like,
can be
it-
as athletic, and then on the other side of the coin with basketball, you can be athletic as fucking basketball, but if you're not skilled, you're not gonna be.
shit.
Yeah,
There's
you-
so many
you-
niggas that are just
Look
tall,
at
athletic.
Giannis brothers are perfect example.
Yeah, and
bro.
they're tall, athletic, but they just don't have skill and they can't make it.
Oop.
But football, you can have niggas that are big and athletic but don't have that much skill, but just can be really good because
And
they're
that
big and athletic.
That's why I bring
that
up
should
like the linemen.
that probably should prove the point right there. You can get by just by being big and strong in football. You see what I'm saying? Like it's like you can't do that in basketball. Like you actually have to have skill to
You
get
can-
by.
Now
Barely.
there are definitely
There
people
is,
in
yeah,
football
like-
that are like bigger and
I mean,
more
I guess
skilled,
you can
but
get by, like you'll be on the team, but like I mean, if that's what you consider
I-
getting by,
But I
But,
agree,
like-
yeah. Like you're more saying that like to make it to that next level to be a great football player, you need
Right.
skill. Like I don't think anybody's
that's what I'm
arguing.
saying. Like anybody,
I think
can
are you-
dance.
Yeah,
but
see,
nobody's
that's what I'm
arguing
saying.
that you
Nobody
don't-
is arguing that. That's
Yeah.
like you obviously you have to have more. That's in anything, bruh. That's
like I personally don't think I could like put the work in right now and just go to the NFL and be that guy. Like, yeah, that's kind of like out of here, kind of. But if I put the work in, and I could get there. Like,
But
if
then
I
again,
really wanted
like,
to.
but you know what I would argue also, like to this point, we were talking about somebody very athletic, getting them to play the sport. I would argue then, in the same sense, is that like, if you wanted to get the average person, like a dude in his like, maybe his like our age, mid-20s, and you wanted to like, let's pursue a sport, like, you're probably better off playing for a rec league in basketball than trying to just start playing football in the mid-20s because you're gonna get fucking destroyed.
fucked up.
Like,
yeah.
like,
I would.
so it's like I think it's more of just a balance of like what the kind of sport it is.
I was gonna say because that's like an easier on the body type of thing.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
again, we're talking about learning the skill. Like you can still again, especially if it was an athlete, teach somebody how to run off the line, footwork, as opposed to teaching them how to dribble, how to shoot.
But
Like-
no, bro, I'm trying to. If I like every day, 7 days a week, my nigga, for a whole 6 months, like trained in basketball and trained in football, I'm trying to tell you, I could get the same amount of nice in both.
That's
I
just
don't know,
not
bro.
true.
Like I said earlier, bro. I played
Yeah.
basketball since I was in like 6th grade, and nigga, I cannot
But
dribble
did
or
you
go
train,
left.
But did you train
Yeah,
7 days a week?
I mean, 7 days a week now, but it was like 4 days a week mandatory practice,
Dude, I'll be honest.
and it
like,
was 2 hours a day. I mean, shit, you know?
like for me, I would say personally, like I haven't played much organized basketball, but I've played basketball like my whole life, and I'd say it's just now. Like I've been playing it for like I started like getting into basketball when I was like 10, 11 years old. So like now like 15
When
Now,
years.
did you
Flex
actually
is
start? When did you
dunking,
actually
bro.
start hitting the court though, and actually
That's-
start working on your
what-
game?
Every summer, nigga.
And
Dude, nigga, you were right
I
there,
was
nigga.
literally gonna say not only that, but child, even when you were on the team, even if it was for 1 year, bro, we practiced 6 days a week.
We used to
bruh.
go. We went
We
hard in the
practiced
summers.
60, but we didn't work on skills.
Nah, bro, we was
just
going
ran,
on-
like
no, dude, I'll be
plays
honest, and, like,
shit
I-
that.
This is
you
what
know,
I mean.
but
This
my-
is exactly what I
but
mean. Like
my point in saying that was like I'd say for me as somebody that has like I'm not saying I organize sports, but I've worked on my game. Like it's just now, like that
Just
I'd
now
say like
hitting, yeah.
that I know that I'm like okay, I know what I'm doing on the basketball court. Like, and it's now that I'm like that's like 10 years. Like, but
not even to say that football is easy. I'm
Yeah,
just
no.
saying that the skills probably would translate a lot easier than you think they would. I know
think-
you think it'd be like super hard, but I don't think it would be as hard as you're making it seem.
I'm not trying to say it'll be super hard. Pause. I'm just trying to like
Pause
show
on that.
y'all that, or
Or did
I'm
he?
just trying to make y'all realize that it's not as simple as you guys are thinking. You know, for the simple fact because you haven't played it, you haven't done it, you haven't lived in it, type shit. So you really can't know. You don't know what actually fully goes into it. You never, for even a day, said, "Let me go train." You know, like on some football drills type shit. Let me train to get better at this. So you don't really know what it takes.
I mean, you right. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Like I think
I think that's that football spirit in you. I think nigga running drills is not as hard as you're making it seem. Just
well, I
Bro,
think like football, just like I said, it's more of a like toughness.
It's a craft,
thing.
Right,
Yeah,
this is-
but
It's
a
a
toughness
craft,
thing,
though,
bro.
bro. You
gotta
gotta
be,
remember, bro.
like,
Like, bro, it's poetic too. You gotta remember, like, you gotta actually watch. Next time you're watching the games, bro, watch these motherfuckers, bro. Watch how the linemen come off the motherfucking line so fluently,
That's a fact.
smoothly, nigga. It's literally poetic. Watch how the fucking receivers take off the line. Take off the fucking line, like it's.
I mean,
all- it's majestic, boy. When niggas bag people, boy, like bro, it's.
you
Like,
can say that about basketball.
that's
too.
what I'm saying.
Like,
That's
like
athletic.
on
Next time Patty
Look at-
Mahomes,
look
next
at
time
fuck-
Patty Mahomes out there diving, getting that
Nigga, look
motherfucking
at
sidearm in there,
look at
nigga.
when Curry's fucking like.
I was
doing
gonna
shit.
say, bro.
You can
this-
say
this
you can
nigga-
fall in love with the
3,
craft in basketball the
Embiid,
same way
like,
you're
that's the
saying
same
saying like that.
This
Like,
nigga Kyrie just talking to me about enjoying sports. Like, yeah,
No, but no.
yeah, I think
just
we
trying to
so-
tell you that like it's the same way you see it as basketball. It's the same for football. So that's why
We just need to
I-
play
I-
a football game.
I don't think it is though. I'm
Yeah, I
actually
heard
looking.
flex.
I'm just looking at it from a basic skill standpoint. Like that's it. Like I'm not looking at it from like you are getting into the I played football. Oh, this is what it's about. I'm looking at it from like this is just a pure. Just if we're talking skill, this is what it is. It's not because I played basketball for all this time. No, bruh. Like it's. I'm just saying what
We just need to play a game, bro. Just play.
Yeah, let's just-
play a
just like it
basketball
on the
game and then
field.
play a football game. We need to get like
facts.
Yeah.
Facts. And
7-on-7.
Bro, but we used to
get,
we used to play in the neighborhood, like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
we,
Like,
we gotta go all out. We gotta get the pads, all
oh,
that.
nigga trying to crack
gotta
them
go all
like
out.
pancake
Right.
drills.
We gotta go all out. We doing 11 on 11.
all right.
20 niggas want to play with pads.
Mm-mm-mm.
I mean, so like for like an example, like if you had to take somebody from the
show y'all
NBA and NFL, like I think a good person from the NBA to translate
y'all
into the
niggas.
NFL would be like, y'all would say like Russ.
It's clot.
Like would Russ be?
Russ could be.
Russ could be solid in the NFL, right?
He would have been a
would you
great
think?
safety. He would have been
He-
crack.
he
I could see
could be, he
Russ
could be.
just.
You don't think
He'd
he
have been
would?
more of a running back.
I was gonna
Okay,
say, I was gonna say running
then,
back.
even then. And it's like for football, I mean,
Slot.
even off top, I can't say one person that would go to the NBA and be like,
Man,
I
can give you
can't think
some.
of
I can give you some.
who'd you
Probably
say?
Zion. If Zion decided to be a fucking
Oh
football
my
player,
God,
would've been
That'd be
a-
crazy.
he would have been a
Yo,
crazy
that'd be
DN.
crazy.
Fucking DK. DK would be a good fucking football player.
Nigga, DK is a
You mean
No,
basketball?
you mean
player?
basketball
Yeah,
player.
DK
yeah,
basketball.
basketball.
How
Oh,
tall-
Miles Garrett is like
How
really.
tall is he?
Miles Garrett is
He's like, I don't
like
know,
Oh, no.
6'5",
6'4",
yeah,
around
Okay, okay, maybe
Yeah.
a little shooting guard.
fucking yeah, Miles Garrett, yeah, fucking.
I've seen Miles
Micah
Garrett ball, too.
Parsons, Fucking
Parsons.
there's a bunch of other fucking like it's really like receivers and shit. Like it was like skill positions, like so like the receivers, corners, running back slots, so like that.
And even
Now,
then,
those
these
are some
niggas-
good players though. Those are
And
good
even then, these niggas will probably be at the end of the bench.
Yep.
possibility.
Injury reserve.
Yep. Red shirts, man.
Yeah.
And you can say that you can say the same thing about a basketball player coming over to football.
Oh,
That
that's what I
nigga
was
be on
thinking
the
about.
bench.
No, football. I was saying that, but basketball player win the football, that nigga be on the injury reserve.
I think again, there's a better chance of that nigga starting than the opposite.
Just get Miles Garrett in there and get a oop.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. That's it. And then I guess one more.
Y'all niggas is making my eye twitch, bro.
He was about to try to go off.
Yo, leave a comment, man. Leave a comment. Let us know what y'all
thoughts. Let us
think.
know the thoughts.
You know.
Somebody help me, please.
Yeah, somebody need to go inside, man.
I'll leave it off with one more question because we are getting close to the end. What sport in general do you think takes the most skill?
Fuck it.
Hockey.
Hockey.
Wait, what?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, it is a sport. I mean, burning off calories and shit.
Food eating contest. It's like, nah.
I don't know.
I don't know. Nah, hockey's a good one.
I say hockey just because you gotta actually know how to be on ice skates, and I feel like even if you are a pro, you could bust your ass any day. I feel like
yeah,
you
no,
could
low-key,
just
you do have to ice skate at once. Control the puck.
you gotta
control
get
your
that
body.
down first before you can actually learn how to
That's true.
shoot, defend. Like,
That's true. I didn't even think about that.
yeah,
I think for me, I think it might actually be basketball. Like, in
basketball.
terms of skill,
I can see that too.
Just straight skill. Just like you got to work on so much stuff.
shaking his head. Yo,
To
he
be
not fucking with
to
it.
be a skilled basketball player, like you got to be work on a lot of stuff.
Bro, y'all.
Hey, yo, look, man.
I will say I'm
Nigga
with
said
you on it because
hockey.
like footwork is a big thing, bro. Footwork is something that cornerbacks have to put time in, and like once like you snap the ball, the linemen have to pick on the feet. So that is something that I think is a big skill that you got to work on. Even in year 10, you still got to work on that. So
That's true. Should
but that's just one element. That's one part of it, I guess. I don't know.
My Glock on the stage.
all right. Well, we're about to call in a special guest real quick, man.
Live and
But
direct.
y'all know this is the biggest hater I know.
Hey, yo.
The biggest.
The way that you thought.
My brother though. Swear to God.
Yo,
Yo, what's good, bro?
Yo.
Welcome on the pod.
Yo, I know I'm blindsided you right now, but you're on the podcast, man.
Live and direct.
oh, what's up?
Hey, what's up? What's up? Young Hydell, man. Give it up. Round of
Yes,
applause.
sir.
Hey, but we got a question for you.
Yo,
So we're sitting
Are
here.
you a hoe?
Nah, that's not the question. We know he's
Yeah, that's a valid statement.
we are sitting here debating which one do you think takes more skill to play? Football or basketball?
basketball definitely takes more skill. You could be like a fucking 28-year-old man. If you just learn how to fucking do a certain thing in football, you could make it. Like, you could be a special teamer that just runs down the fucking field to lay a dude out. Basketball, like, are we talking like the highest level of basketball?
Yeah. Well, I guess we're talking about just being able to
Generally,
get good at this sport.
Like the real skill set.
like if you just had an athletic dude, just like he's like he
Definitely,
could,
basketball is definitely the hardest sport when it comes to. Well, you need more skill. Like, you're not gonna be able to shoot a jump shot. Like, you look at Tevin, for example. Tevin can't shoot a jump shot, right? Now, I put
right.
Tevin on the football field. He could probably catch a pass. He can run straight and maybe grab some flags. Like, but you put him on a basketball court, if he's not rebounding, or if you put him on or like play defense, like it's not working. So yeah, I'm going basketball. Basketball definitely takes more skill to play than football.
I agree.
Well, there you
Hang
go.
up in the pod. I hope
Somebody
it stop recording.
tight, man. Somebody
I hope it
tight.
stop recording.
Nah. Hey, I appreciate that. One more question. Do you think you'd be nice at football?
Now, I'm fucking 25 years old with
Damn.
fucked up knees at this point. But
Yeah.
shit, you
Alright.
put me on the fucking 5-yard line with the game on the line, coach. I'm catching that pass.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. There it is. There it
There
is.
you go.
Kyrie said you're a hoe, man. You don't know what you're talking about.
Yep.
I don't care.
Say
Yeah.
anything.
Hey, anything you wanna say for the people?
Yo, it's about time to fire Brian Kelly, son. Let's bring Nick Saban into town, nigga. We gotta bring the GOAT back. That's about it. It's college football Saturday, nigga. Go Saints, nigga. We play tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Who that? Who that?
Yeah, fuck the Ravens. They suck.
Hey, yo. All right, bro. All right.
Damn.
Flagrant.
Hey, I
straight.
appreciate you, bro.
Now you
shut
wanna
on
hang-
Lamar, though.
Now you want to
I
hang
think
up
so.
on him, but when I told you to bang on
All right,
his
brother.
business,
Yeah, I had to. I'm sorry. The Ravens
Okay.
disrespect is a
What did
little
Derrick
crazy.
Henry-
Crazy straight.
Derrick Henry didn't do nothing.
Yeah, that's
nothing.
it's a little much. But hey,
It was on
hopefully-
Lamar though.
Hopefully this joint's still recording. If it is, hey man, thank you for watching. Hey, leave a
Love
like,
the chat in. Love y'all tuning in.
leave a comment, bro. Subscribe to the channel, man. We just hit
Every day, every day.
150 on the road to 200. You know what I'm
200.
saying?
Give me the money.
Come on,
Sir,
man. Help us
200.
out. Help
Money
us
real
out.
quick,
Let's
come
go. Let's go.
run it up.
Hey,
The money.
until
bang.
next time, nigga. We out.
Bitch, we still tipping on foes. Don't book me for shows if I can't bring my Glock on the stage. Call me Young Rasta, I'm swinging this chopper. I aim at your head, then I'm chopping your dreads.